Let me paint a picture. There's a girl lying on pink satin sheets, which already on its own feels like a weird blend of teen bedroom and Playboy magazine special, right? She's holding a Teletubby, because nothing says totally appropriate like pairing a children's toy with an outfit that forgot half its buttons. It's like the creative team was divided between let's make her cute and let's make her seducing. Her lips are glossy, her shirt is halfway unbuttoned. Very subtle, some may think it's classy, and the camera knows exactly what it's doing. It slides right past her face, past her eyes, and goes straight for the shot that screams, "Yep, this is the money angle." Now let's just be clear, this wasn't a leaked, scandalous snapshot or a paparazzi hiding in the garbage can. No. This was the cover of Rolling Stone magazine, a professional, approved, and signed off photo shoot, retouched and printed, sold to millions. It was everywhere. Newsstands, checkout lines, right next to the candy bars in the celebrity breakup section. Grown men bought it. But what really sticks with me is how many little girls saw it too and had that tiny voice in the back of their head saying, "Is this what growing up is supposed to look like?" Even now, just saying this out loud, it feels uncomfortable. Because once you realize that adults made this, approved this, and thought that this was totally fine, this is the part that they didn't put on the cover. The little girl in that shoot, she was only 17. 17 years old. And her name was Britney Spears. Now today I'm not talking to you about Britney, but I'm talking about a system that made that cover possible. And it still fuels our media today. A system that teaches girls that their value lies in being watched, wanted, and consumed. Today we're talking about the sexualization of girls in media and how it's shaping childhood in ways that aren't just harmful, but dangerous. So how did we get here? How did one teenage girl on the magazine of Rolling Stone turn into a culture where sexualizing children is just part of the algorithm? To understand, we need to look at the media machine. It's not just one photo, it's a stream. Music videos, ads, movies, TikToks, all sending the same message. You are what you look like. You are what others want from you. A University of North Carolina study found that 20 to 50% of music videos, depending on their genre, contain sexual or erotic content. In Hollywood, 2/3 of the movies we pump into culture are rated R. That's not just a coincidence, it's a business strategy. Because eroticized images aren't just entertainment, they're marketing to little girls saying your body is your currency. Desirability is your power, and if you're not sexy, you're invisible. And girls are listening. I've spoken with 10-year-olds already criticizing their bodies. Kids that haven't even started middle school who think that they're ugly. These words don't just fall out of the sky. They didn't just invent this language on the playground. These thoughts are byproducts of a culture that looks at girls but rarely listens to them. A culture that wants them but doesn't respect them. Researchers Maloney and Pilahek from the American Sociological Association call this the double bind. Girls must appear sexually appealing to gain attention, but are shamed the moment that they take it too far. It's a trap, and it starts painfully early. Sociocultural theory shows that children as young as 4 are absorbing harmful beauty standards. 4. That is preschool age. That's before children can even spell the words self-esteem. And the second that girls start seeing themselves as walking billboards instead of people, predators take that as an invitation. Because when girls are taught to self-objectify themselves early, the world is full of people that are more than happy to finish the job. And if you're thinking that the real dangers only lurk in the dark corners of the internet, then I have bad news for you. Because online child sexual exploitation no longer hides in the dark. It's happening on the apps that our kids use every day. Gaming platforms, chat rooms, social media feeds, all the places adults think are just for fun. While predators treat these like their personal hunting grounds. Researchers from the Journal of Child Sexual Abuse find that predators aren't just lurking online. They're using digital tools the way a marketer uses an ad campaign. They start small, sending sexual images, testing boundaries, figuring out what a kid will react to and what they'll ignore. Then comes the normalizing phase, where the predator slowly convinces the child that this type of behavior is totally fine, it's common, and they may even convince them that the world is the one in the wrong. And once that line is crossed, they escalate. It's strategic, it's methodical, and it's working on platforms most of us assume are safe. And the long-term effects may impact us more than we realize. The University of Texas reports that once a girl is victimized, it's rarely a one-time occurrence. Predators don't just get lucky once. They return or new predators find her, because the vulnerability has already been created. The research shows that she's likely to be victimized again and again, not for a few months, not for a rough patch, but for 30 to 40% of her entire lifetime. Imagine that, almost half of someone's life spent tangled in cycles of exploitation that should never have touched them in the first place. And the cost isn't just emotional. There's a financial cost that the public ultimately bears as well. In Texas alone, reports show that the taxpayers spent $83,000 per victim on medical care, counseling, and legal services. $83,000 per person. Not for luxury treatment, but just to help people survive something that they should have been protected from in the first place. Luckily, there is a counterforce. Programs like Cease Texas, which was launched through the office of Governor Greg Abbott, are stepping in. Educating students, training teachers, deploying volunteers to patrol the digital world and stop predators before they have the chance to strike. But let's be honest, they can't fight an entire cultural machine by themselves. If we want less exploitation, less grooming, less how did this happen, then we need to start upstream. That means teaching kids early, not values and virtues, just basic media awareness and boundaries. It means giving them the tools to understand what's real, what's manipulated, and what's absolutely not their responsibility to live up to. And yes, that also means putting actual body-positive content in front of them. Not the fake corporate kind, but the kind that doesn't turn childhood into a performance review. We already teach 4-year-olds shapes, colors, letters, basic life skills. We can just as easily teach them that their bodies aren't up for public discussion, that strangers do not get access to them, and that being liked online is not a personality trait. None of this is radical, it's just overdue. So the next time you're scrolling and you see content of a child that you think is harmless, don't just keep swiping. Take a half second and ask yourself, who is this content actually serving? And who is being conditioned to think that this is normal? Because trends don't just pop up out of nowhere. None of this is accidental. It's engineered, it's repeated, and it becomes culture one viral clip at a time. And look, we don't get to be shocked by the outcome. If we keep feeding the system that creates it, if we helped build an online environment that sexualizes girls, then we're also capable of building one that stops doing that. This isn't censorship, it's basic responsibility. It's paying attention to what we normalize, what we reward, and what we pretend is no big deal. Because kids should not have to navigate a world that sexualizes them before they even understand what's being projected onto them. Their safety shouldn't be a debated topic, and their childhood shouldn't be something that they have to defend.